Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be opening up Taelmoor. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced. It could be Taelmoor. It looks excellent. I previewed this game before going to Kickstarter. Liked it that much that I backed it myself. So actually this isn't provided by the publisher. I actually paid for this myself. But I think it's an excellent game by an indie company called Dell Brothers. So if you're interested, I really would check it out. It's a adventure style game with, like, you can scan the barcode on your phone and then it'll give you hints and tips and things, and you've got to try and figure out how to do things. The different characters work in different ways. Obviously there's a brute guy who's a big strong kind of tanky guy. He can smash stuff down in ways and do different things. There's like wizards and dwarves and things and all sorts of different characters. Each of them interact differently with the different things, so it's a different puzzle every time you play. Different kind of game depending on who you choose as a character. And the demonstration that I played on Tabletop Simulator is really good, so really excited to give this a go and try it and see what it's like for the final product. But as you can see from the box, it looks nice. The back is really smart, shows you what's in there. There's nice front cover, and it came with some extra booster packs with 12 combat booster pack cards and a nice map which gives a overview of the land of Vale and Taelmoor. So that's a nice touch. If you look at the map, there's a whole huge map of the area and its land around, and some ships and things on there, some cool little features. And then on the back is the main city, the capital city. I think that's called the Vale. Most people can't see my face, but that's the Vale. So it gives you a nice bit of lore if you want to kind of follow that as you play, where you're going, what you're doing, what the maps are, where they are. It's a nice little added feature. I'm not sure how much I'll use it personally, but it's great to have that extra depth to really make it more thematic. If you like this video and you want to see some more, feel free to please subscribe to the channel. It would really help. I've been a bit slow on video content recently because I had the viral flu thing that was going around and then got a chest infection. So growth's been a bit slow on YouTube, and if you would like to help me and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you make any comments, I'll also get back to you, and any likes are greatly appreciated. Let's get this one open and see what's inside the main box. So this is Taelmoor, or however you want to pronounce it, by the Dell Brothers. It's a 1 to 6 player game, and it's between 60 and 90 minutes long, and is recommended for people over 14 plus, so it can be fairly complex and some puzzle solving stuff in here. It's very easy in the way it plays, very simple what you've got to do. You've got to try and find your way around the dungeons and defeat the monsters and things, and you scan the QR code on the board or on the doors or on the characters or on the cards, and then you fight on the little app on the phone, which is kind of like very retro, kind of Final Fantasy 1 or 2 looking fighting system. You battle on the phone with your enemies. It's really nicely put together system, works really well. But I've only played this in prototype format on Tabletop Simulator, where I gave it a very good review, preview, and I'm really looking forward to giving this a try and seeing how it plays so I can do an actual full review. So let's dive in and see what's inside. Then I'll open up this combat pack as well, so I'll put this just to the side ready. Right, nice little, obviously, instruction book on top, which is always nice. Nothing inside the main cardboard box, just plain. Looks good. Quick start guide, components, how to start the game, some nice basic artwork, big text which is easy to read, not massive, not a massive rule book, which is nice, so fairly simple to follow. A good symbology guide here at the back, which is very clear, and then your credits on the back page. Now that's something I would not have done just as a publisher. And my credit page would be on the inside here, and I would have had the effects and the symbols on the back page, so that if you're playing you can just have that off to the side and look at the symbols. But Hopefully there'll be some player aids or something in here that'll help. We've got some nice art on these, very thematic. Really nice pictures, as you can see. That dragon looks quite nice. And then some of the characters and things with the QR codes all on. Obviously this one is a bit blocked out. Hopefully on the other side you'll be able to see the actual character. Seems like the art has just been completely covered by the QR code, which is a bit of a shame. So maybe that should have been a little bit lower so you could see the face of the character. But obviously it's nice looking and the tiles all look cool. And there's other pieces. There's a ton of punch board in here. I'll open it up and see what other stuff we've got in here. Obviously difficult to find a good combination to be able to get a decent enough size QR code onto the art as well. But like this one is also quite a lot covered, you'd think. That's kind of... Oh, okay, it's on the back, so you do get the full art on the back, which is nice. So yeah, you've got a good idea there. You can see the full character art on one side, and on the other side, oh, you knock the camera, and you've got a QR code backing where you don't see all of it, but obviously you've got the full art this side, which is nice. As you can see, they're all really nicely drawn. Even the rats look quite nice and a little bit evil, but not too bad. It's not like really aggressively horrible art. It's quite nice and cute art and a very nice fantasy style. And you've got tokens and things and map tiles and some more tokens and map tiles and tokens, and these tokens are all slightly different, as you can see. Like a metal cage and a jacket and some coins and all sorts of bits and bobs. So that'll be useful in the puzzles. It seems to come upside down, so I just... helmets, keys, apples, ladders, all different tokens and some slightly different rooms, but not massively different. Some of them have got things in there that you might notice, books and things. Oh, and then there's some outdoorsy looking tiles and a bridge and things, and then more tokens, harps and skulls and things. So some nice looking components, and the punch board is a nice thickness. So you know, whoever they've used to make this stuff knows what they're doing. A good looking insert. Obviously all your tokens are going to go in here. Map tiles maybe in here and here. And then space here for some other stuff. Don't know what, but we'll soon see. I always like digging into the cards and seeing what's in the deck of cards. It's quite a thick deck of cards, as you can see. And hopefully there'll be some player aids in here or here, which we'll have a look at in a minute. This you've got some hack and wild swing and attack things and double strike, mace, all these things. They look like these are character specific cards. As you can see on the back, you've got the pink person there and the purple hair. I really like the way she looks. It's a really cool bit of art, that is. They're all quite nice. So far she's my favourite looking. She looks nice. Most probably not who I'd play. I like the aggressive barbarian styles as well. So this looks like a kind of another nicely drawn character. This guy looks fun, interesting, bald and quite chunky. And then the barbarian at the back. He's the guy who I played in the demo and I enjoyed playing as him. So I must probably play as him. So they're basically just what the character cards are, and your different abilities. These are used in the battle app normally, I think. It's been a while since I played, so excuse me if I'm slightly wrong with that. And then we've got some player aids there, which is nice. Never keep those paper things. So you got player aids, what actions you can do, examine, interact, use an item, move or wait. Dialogue, during dialogue there's no turn, so you can choose what to do for your dialogue. Then on the back a list of effects and thingies. So yeah, great that they've done this on a player aid, and it's not just one, there's one per player. And that's always nice as well. If you've got like 3 players, you can use 2 and have them double side flipped over. So or if you've got 6 players, then you most probably know, some people most probably know how to play, and you flip between. And then your character cards, the dwarf looks like a female but also has a beard, so yeah, in keeping with dwarven kind of lore in other places. Oh, that was quite loud. Box flipped over. The rogue, she looks really cool. I like the way she looks. The elf also looks cool, and the cleric, like a big chunky fella, and the wizard, she looks really cool as well. Really long kind of grey hair. And the barbarian, who I played as once, was really cool as well. And then you've got a party inventory card, which I guess is where you just put your stuff to the side and put all your tokens on for items and things that you've got for that level. So nicely put together. Not like hundreds of components, but obviously you don't need hundreds. And then there's this miniature that's been included with a few of the characters, the barbarian there, the dwarf, the woman who I like, whose name I've completely forgotten, and then the wizard. So the elf is not on there. The rogue is. You've got the rogue, the dwarf, the cleric. Oh no, not the cleric. The wizard and the barbarian. So it's got all 4 characters on that. I'm assuming that gives you useful for marking where you go or something. I'm not sure. Might just be an added bonus that they've given you for the game. For how well the Kickstarter did, I don't know. But it's a nice little miniature. And then let's obviously some standees for the card standees will pop out at some point. And then if we have a look at the combat boosters, I don't know what these are for or exactly what they add to the game, but let's open it up and have a look. Always nice to get some extra stuff. Inside here we've got just a few cards. It doesn't really give you any instructions. Just it's 2 for the wizard, 2 for each type it looks like. 2 extra cards for each character. So the barbarian gets primal rage, an advanced barbarian ability, or deal 10 damage with this revenge. So these are all advanced abilities. Not 100% sure how they work or how you add them in, but they can just go in with the deck, and then all the other cards will just be called basic, I think. Where's the more? Let's have a look. Go through the pink card. Let's have a look and see. So that's all of the pink person's cards. Just basic cards. Basic. Oh, she has other advanced abilities here: lightning and acid touch, and feeble, firestorm, recall, mortal vapor. So they're each getting a couple more advanced things, which is nice. I'll shuffle them in properly when I finish this video. Overall, the game looks great. There's not like a ridiculous amount of things needed. Obviously the extra items or all the circular things, they'll all go in here nicely. All the pieces look like they'll fit nicely in the box. And the map overall is a nice addition. Add a bit of extra flavour to the game. Can't wait to actually try this out and dive in. It looks great. Great job overall by the Dell brothers. Are you going to try and get a copy of this one, or have you got it already? I know it wasn't massively backed on Kickstarter, but it did succeed and get printed, obviously. So yeah, they're doing really well with it, and I look forward to seeing what else they bring out in the future. Let me know in the comments what you think about this one. See you next time.